So a blended family is a family that has been blended from other families. Mm-hmm. So the reason we're a blended family is because I came in after these two were already established as a family. Right. So my family came into their family. So now we're all blended. We put it in the blender and mix it up, put some salt, sugar.
We understand it, bro.
Put in alcohol. Put some sugar on the rim.
Why would you put?
And make it a margarita.
Oh, you making a margarita? Okay, that's my favorite drink. So I'm tracking, right? You can have one in tone without alcohol.
Yeah, blended margarita.
Love, lifestyle, and laughter.
You're listening to R&B Instrumentals.
Weathering the Storm podcast with Vince and Shannon.
Okay, so Antone, how has your blended margarita family, how has that experience been for you?
It's been a good experience. I haven't really had any complaints over these past 9 years.
Mm-hmm. 9 years.
And yeah, there's nothing bad about it. What are you doing?
I'm just listening, sorry.
The most.
I'm just listening, but I can't listen.
Go ahead, baby. Right, extra.
Move your face. But yeah, I personally enjoyed the family. I haven't thought of them of like strangers, like I did Dad when we first met. But
stranger danger.
But yeah, I enjoy my family.
Good, baby. I enjoy our family too.
Okay. What did you struggle with when you were a kid? You're still a kid. When you were younger, as in a blended family. You know, when we first got together. Is there anything that you struggled with?
I don't think so. Okay. I think that I was just, I wouldn't say nervous, but I was new to what was happening because I didn't really understand what was going on at that point. And Dad came out of nowhere, like Dark Knight. Lying down, like, who is this dude?
Like that dude, bro.
Hey, bro, you're good.
Hey,
so,
bro.
I guess I just had to learn to adapt to it. But I didn't see any complaints about it.
So you mentioned your dad came in like Dark Knight, just flew in from nowhere. Do you not feel like I did a good enough job introducing him in your life?
I think you did, because usually, people that come into your life, they look at you a certain type of way until they know you. Mm-hmm. But Dad, he was cool. Even though like maybe he wanted a child of his own at that point, he took me in like I was his own, and we've just been close ever since.
Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, well, I know that you didn't really see any challenges. You mentioned as a baby or a kid, because I think you were 4 when.
4 was it 3?
4.
6, 9, okay, yeah, 4.
4 years old when you met Antone. But now you're a teenager, so it's a different kind of relationship. I know that when we got married, one of your wedding vows were to Antone, and you said, "I will always be. My eyes will be watching movies with you, and I will be a body to protect you." And
I thought you always have a shoulder. You can cry. And spirit that will listen, and mind that will understand and discipline if necessary. And bodies that will run, play, and protect. Eyes that will be ready to watch cartoons and movies. And a heart that will always.
you remember that? That battle?
He was crying too.
Don't be like your mom. Don't tell stories.
You were definitely crying.
I don't have tear ducts, so
man, please. And I noticed that your dad kept his vows. And so he has been a body to protect you, and he has been like the eyes to watch movies and TV and play games with you. But now that you are 14, I noticed that the relationship with you guys is a bit different. Like
evolving, changing.
So, would you say it's more challenging now with your dad?
Yes.
Okay, I need
A
you.
whole
Please.
lot challenging.
Okay, it's a whole lot challenging. Like,
Well, first, it's so difficult not. It's so difficult not you fuss him out. Does these littlest
You
things.
mean cuss?
No,
and
no.
Oh, my
It
bad.
is
so I
so
have to be
difficult
honest. I
not
feel
to.
you. It's hard to not fuss
She just
him out.
provokes me to say something, but I'm like, nah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Because the hands is in your
Cause
future.
you're
That's why.
right. You have white and gray hair, so
Mm.
don't talk to me. Anyway,
Mm.
I just think about, is it worth it? Is it worth?
It's not.
It's not.
It's
It's
not.
not worth it.
It's not worth it.
So that's how you feel like. So what is the deal? Like what makes it challenging, or what makes like it hard? Is it the things your dad just says, or the things he make you do?
Both.
Okay. Well, tell him you gotta do chores and.
Well, it's not chores. It's like the littlest things. So when I know I need to do something, and then like I feel like I want to do it now to get out the way, and then he'll be like, "Oh, make sure you do that." I'm like, "Bro, you can see that I'm doing it. Just let me do it." I understand you're trying to give me advice, but when you see I'm doing something and you tell me to do it, now I don't feel like it's my choice to do it. Now I feel like I'm obliged to do it.
Oh, so babe, you need to talk to that.
I agree with him completely. I've let you do stuff on your own a couple times, and had it work out for you with
Pretty good.
with the paper plate and the pizza in the microwave.
Bro, we're not gonna talk about that.
I'm just saying. I knew it was gonna happen.
You didn't say anything though. You
No,
should have told me.
No. You just said you don't want me to. So, see, as a father, I have to prepare you, right, for stuff coming up. I have to prepare your mind to be like, oh, I know this is about to happen, and if I don't know, then I need to learn. Now, me telling you could help you learn, but I know when I was 14, I wanted to experience it, and I know how you are right now. You want to experience it, so I'm gonna back off and let you learn. Sometimes that learning includes pain. Sometimes pain is the easiest and the quickest way to remember something. So that's why when you burnt your hand on the microwave with the pizza or the meatballs or whatever it was, I didn't tell you. I didn't say anything. Now, I don't want you to get hurt. Of course not. But the only way you can learn sometimes is through struggle and pain. So that's why sometimes I'll let you go and do it, and then I'll instruct you later. Like, this is what you should have done. Like when you were trying to do the handstand push-ups. When you did that for, what, like an hour?
2 hours.
I said, Antonius, this is an easier way to do it. Even though I've never done it, but I'm a push-up pro. I've never done a handstand push-up, but push-ups is. So, but I said, this is an easier way to get to where you want to be. And then you started doing it, and now it was easier.
It was.
See? So I let you try it. And when you fall, then I come in and help you up. Because part of the learning is the fall. Boom.
Okay, whatever. So, babe, since we're talking about challenges, what has been your biggest challenge, like coming into the blended family, into our family, blending with us to make this wonderful margarita that you mentioned is so good?
Mix it up and blend it around. Yes. I would say my biggest challenge would be to navigate. When we first got together, was to navigate the personalities between you and Antonius.
Okay.
You had a different personality, and I was trying to date you. Antonius had a different personality, and I was trying to gain his trust at the time.
Okay.
But since I'm the kid whisperer, kids love me, so I was there.
But not
Like
until that
that.
one
That's
time.
disturbing.
Like that.
Not until that one time, Antonius told Vincent, "Yo, man, get your own family."
He don't even remember that till you told him that. He would have never remembered that.
Okay, so I have to tell you.
Oh,
So
Lord.
guys, we were like when
story.
Vincent and I first started dating, I didn't let him meet Antonius. So we only saw each other once a week because he wasn't coming to my house. He didn't know my son. He didn't need to know my son until I knew for sure we were going to make it official. And so anyway, when we finally made it official, and it was really cool how we made it official. Babe, you want to talk about how you like the first time I introduced you?
You talking about at the restaurant?
The mason jar?
That wasn't official. That was just.
Yes, it was.
That was official for you. I was official long before that.
Oh, well, that was official for me that night.
Look.
Like, even though I was going on dates with you, until this little man was okay with me dating you, we were not official.
Oh yeah, I was official in the choir stand, girl. I know what you're talking about. When I hollered at you in the choir stand. So yeah, when I first when we went out to the mason jar for dinner.
Yep.
one night, and Antone was playing with this kind of little wax string. You remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
And they give it to you like in a little kids meal.
Yeah, so Antone was trying to make something, and he was trying to do something with it. He was like, oh, I don't know what to do. Mom, can you show me?
And it's crazy, too, because the whole night, Antone was like, Mom, we're going to eat. And I was like, yeah. So we got there, and he saw him with him, and he was like, my baby was on freeze.
That dude.
and Vincent was trying his best to talk to Antone.
Oh, yeah.
I know. So Vincent was trying to talk to Antonius and make, conversation with him, but you really wasn't going for it, Antone. You was like, I know who my daddy is, and it's not this dude right here. So anyway,
Antone asked, Mom, I don't know what to do. Can you do something for me? And she was like, so when I started, I said, let your boy slide in and let me catch that, let me intercept that, and let me show you what I can really do. Mm-hmm. So when I took the strings, I folded it up like a clown with a balloon and made magic, and I made it into like a Batman symbol.
Yeah.
Because I knew Antone was he was on his comic book journey. He was on his nerd journey, and I was a king of the nerds. So I made it into like a
That's not something you should be proud of.
No, that is very proud. I'm very proud of that, bro.
King of nerds.
What?
Well, your dad is lame, and I like lame boys.
Dang,
lame dudes make great husbands. I'm just gonna tell you. So Antone, if you listen, I'm gonna help you, baby. If any of the girls are saying, "Oh, you're lame, you're a cornball, Antonius," that's okay. You're gonna make a great husband.
I don't know if that's an insult.
I mean, because the popular dudes ain't really doing much these days, but them lame, nerdy, smart dudes, they running the world. And they're good husbands. So ladies, get you a lame dude. If he lame, probably will take you to fame.
No, I'm cool lame. That's the difference. I'm sexy lame.
That's okay.
That's the difference.
Okay, next.
So anyway, I made the Batman. And Tone was sitting with his mom. He came over to my side, and then when he sat on my lap, I was like, "Oh, I got him."
Well, you actually said, "Come here." He was like, "Cause when you had made that black man emblem and you showed it, he was like, Batman," and then you looked at me, telling something.
God, that was the look like Kobe. Got him.
And so you set Antone on his lap, and that was it. Like y'all were inseparable. Like it was so cool. I just felt so good. I remember we was at that point. Then I was like, well, maybe he can come over to the house. So Vincent would come over to the house, and we would have dinner together, and everything. It was really, really nice until that one night.
I'm a savage. Yeah.
I guess you got too comfortable. So Antone was eating chicken with the spots, which is really
lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, lemon pepper wings. He called it when he was little, chicken with the spots. And they still do this to this day, y'all. Like what they gonna watch on TV. And so Antone wanted to watch Tom and Jerry because that was his favorite cartoon, and I don't know what you were trying to watch. So anyway, I was in the room, and this argument ensued between my future husband and my son, and I'm listening, and I heard Antone say, "Man, get your own family."
I'm gonna argue with a 3-year-old.
Oh, you started to.
I was like, why am I arguing with a 4-year-old kid? Like,
so when Antone was like, "Man, get your own family," and I was in the bathroom, I was like, "Ooh." I said, "Oh shoot!" And I heard Vincent say something real slick to Antone. His voice had changed. Like you was mad as heck.
You tossed out the window real quick.
Oh, so anyway, I walked in there, and ladies, I wasn't about to find out what happened. All I knew is what he was for. For whatever reason, he felt like whatever you're doing to me is causing me to feel this way. I'm gonna deal with that, but you gotta go. So I said, "Sweetie, it's time for you to go."
She didn't say sweetie.
What I say? I didn't even get mad.
We can't post online what you said.
Whatever. I didn't get mad. I ain't raised my voice. I was like, "It's time for you to go." I said, "Come on." I said, "Antone, go in the room." Because if an argument did happen or anything, I didn't want Antone to see that. I said, "Antone, go in the room for a second." He said, "Yes, ma'am." He said, "Bye, Mr. Vince." I think you already knew he was You knew he was on his way out, huh? So I walked Vincent to the door. He said, "Wait, no." I said, "No, no, go. You need to go."
Didn't happen like that.
Right now. Because we're not about to disrespect the kids. We ain't gonna disrespect the kids.
Not true.
So then Vincent was at the door looking at me. The few little tears he do have was welting in his eyes. He said, "Wait a minute, though. Let me go say goodnight to Antone." I said, "All right, go ahead." So he got past me, said good night to you. You said good night, Mr. Vince. He left.
Bruh. Good night, Mr. Vince.
No.
Okay, well, either way, y'all, it was all good. I don't even know what the next conversation was. I don't know what we did next, but obviously we are here. It worked out for us.
We is here.
So, all right, Anton, before we let you go, we wanted to know, we wanted you to share your favorites of all time, because we had a lot of moments in life, a lot of really, really good moments as a family. So we wanted you to share with us your favorite dad moment.
Right now, being next to you.
That's creepy, bro. I think it was mom, dad, and grandma. Your mom.
Uh-huh.
And we went to SeaWorld. So
When you went to sleep?
I'm telling the story.
Oh, sorry.
So I don't know what I was thinking that night, but I just couldn't go to sleep. I was so excited about going to SeaWorld, I couldn't go to sleep. So I went to sleep around like 3 or 4. And then I woke. Me and Dad were just on a journey. We were going to every ride. We went to the Hammerhead. I think it was the Mako.
Like yeah.
And then it was like a jellyfish. I don't know what it was called.
I don't remember either.
But it was kind of awkward because when we were standing in the line, there was like this PDA couple. Every minute, every second, they were just kissing me like, "Oh baby, show me."
So you should have won your dad now.
No, it was so weird because every time they kissed, they would look at me to like get a reaction. I'm like, "What are you guys looking at? Go ahead and do your thing."
Right.
So there was a line. And there's 2 lines at the end. It was one for VIP and there was one for just a regular line. So Dad, out of nowhere, he jumps the line. I'm like, "What are you doing? Come back. He's like, "No, bro, come on, we're gonna go." And I was like, "Are you sure?" Bro. And then there was this little kid. He was like, "Take me with you." I was like, Can you take me?
Yeah,
like,
you started talking to him. I was like, boy, if you don't come on and you bring attention to us,
Anton, you gotta know when you do your dirt. You don't do it with nobody, honey.
Yeah, we got skipping lines.
I think they understood that.
So no. They don't understand how I don't skip lines like regular people skip lines. Right? So we went into like the fast line. Like the line that has no line, and there the people were on the other line.
But you gotta pay for that.
Yeah. Which you normally would have to pay for that. But nobody was up at the top like monitoring. So we were like, I just went up there and checked. I was like, oh, nobody here? Don't let's go. So we just ran up there and got up to the front like, oh, okay. And they were like, y'all go ahead, all right. And we did that at on 4 or 5 rides.
Y'all was on y'all thing. I think my favorite moment that I really truly miss is when Antonius was much smaller, because like he would just crawl all over you.
Yeah,
like he just like you didn't say anything. Like he just like it was like Simba and Mufasa when they were just like playing like tiger cubs, lion cubs, or whatever. It was just really sweet to see just how y'all are. Like y'all still have that relationship, but you now
can't climb over me now. Nah, bro. You're like a grown dude. Nah, right. Bro.
So now y'all like little ninjas, but let me see. Ooh.
Get the way, Dad.
Oh God. My baby. Anton, get back to the scene. Ninjas, but it's all good. Yeah. So, Anton, thank you so much for doing this with us today. We appreciate you so much.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, babe.
All right.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, bro. All right.
Ha.
Get out of here. See ya.
Love, lifestyle, and laughter.
You're listening to R&B Instrumentals.
Weathering the Storm podcast with Vince and Shannon.